You won't believe this homeless guy's crazy experience being denied food for just 1 penny. Rather throw it away than sell it at a low price to him as the absolute ruler in the business world. He had to dig through trash cans. What a miracle in a culinary crisis. Finally, no more famished days. But his dad saw him and started moonwalking backward, trying to avoid recognition. The son said eagerly, "Christmas is near. I want to share feast." Alas, stepmom interrupted their reunion. Her eyes rolled with disdain for his lowly status and that special aroma he carried. Still, Dad Ninja style slipped him a bill on his way out. His relentless love pushed him onward sure enough. On Christmas Day, he made his move. After deep contemplation, he summoned his courage and gave that door a solid knock. The moment the door swung open, Dad's face did a perfect impression of a startled kitten. Full of hopes for warmth, he got a frigid greeting instead from 2 unfeeling sisters. Dad looked utterly displeased, as if to say, "Oh no, not you again, headache central." He was feeling a pain so surreal, it made him want to flee from this so-called home that should have embraced him. But back in his rented shower, strange noises from the bedroom made his heart do backflips. He yelled, "Who's in there?" His voice dripped with fear and trembling. In a panic, he grabbed his shoe like it was a weapon, pushed the door open, and found nothing. Just as he was about to storm the kitchen for answers, that thief let out an adorable meow. It was just a cute orange cat. He sighed in relief, thinking, what a silly goose I am. His innate kindness kicked in. Maybe this cat had its own tale to tell. Understanding compassion, he didn't kick the cat out, but served it the last of his milk like a royal feast. He couldn't help but gaze at the little cat, feeling a sentimental connection for the first time. Yet his mood soured, convinced this little furball had a family that actually cared. After a full meal, he opened the window to let the cat head home, but it seemed way too comfy to leave. He decided to let the kitty stay the night, a decision fueled by a shared loneliness. To his surprise, he found himself singing a heartfelt tune for this little cutie. The little cat angrily jumped onto his bed and peacefully fell asleep. What a truly happy sight. The next morning, he and Kitty began door-to-door knocking, but no one showed up to talk about a letdown. In despair, he had to let the cat go, but deep down, he already sensed its stray vibe. He thought about adopting the little cutie, yet he realized he could barely sustain himself. Little did he know, fate had other plans when he faced a harsh security guard while tea-selling. As night fell, he wearily returned home only to find the little kitty waiting at his doorstep. As he got closer, he was stunned to see the kitty was hurt. His heart shattered. He carefully scooped up the cat and decided to enlist neighborly help for a quick fix. Luckily, the kitty received treatment, and James felt a huge weight lift off his heart. The treatment's free, but the medicine costs money. The receptionist's words made his heart sink. At 22 for medicine was astronomical for Dan, and out like him. His big heart couldn't ignore the grim reality, so he decided to sacrifice a week of meals. But little Orange turned ungrateful, chomping down on his hand instead of taking the meds. In utter despair, he turned to his neighbor for help, while the cat became shockingly cooperative. They named the kitty Bob. What a legendary name that is. Thanks to Bob's arrival, James and the neighbor started swapping some interesting tales. The neighbor brought up the lurking troublemakers in the community and their disdain for drugs. James replied he was a free agent musician, but inside, he was a wandering singer. By day, he sang for scraps. By night, he blew his earnings on fleeting pleasures. It felt like being stuck in endless darkness, no future, no happiness in sight. He tried countless times to break free from fate's chains, but it always ended in failure. Sometimes friends would, bless their hearts, invite him for a night out, yet he often wound up dazed in their cars. So, come the next day, he sang as usual, but Bob stuck by him like glue. He worried he couldn't look after Bob well enough, so he left him in the neighborhood. But Bob just couldn't bear to part. sneaking onto the bus behind James, causing delight among the passengers.